Hey, it's Jess from BlueButterflyTravel.com, and welcome to the Blue Butterfly Travel Show. I am so excited you're here. This show is where we talk about all things family, travel, and lifestyle, and we really are excited and happy that you are here. And recently, Heather and I sat down with Di. She has been living in Hawaii for the past several years and talked to all of us about Aluani, the culture, and the surrounding areas. I am so excited to share this with y'all. And make sure you are checking back to our blog, thebluebutterflytravel.com, for more information and photos. It's so exciting and they're so beautiful. Trust me, you do not want to miss out. So please subscribe and make sure you comment and tell us what you think. Oh, I'm so excited. Here it is.
Telling Jess last night we were talking, you have the best ear collection I have ever seen. Like,
I am very proud. So I've been collecting ears, I think, since 2003. And most of them are like, Disney park ears. But I only buy the ones that I love. I don't buy just, I know I have a friend that she buys everything. I'm not that crazy. I'm a little crazy.
I told her my favorite ones are those ones that you have that are the designer ones, the Heidi Klum ears. Those things
They're
are
my
gorgeous.
favorite. They are, and I have a lot of designer ones. I have the Vera Wang ones, which are gorgeous. I have the Luxe ones that are ridiculously expensive for what they are, But the Heidi Klums are. If my house was on fire, if the house was on fire, that's what I would grab.
Yeah,
that's what
those
I would grab
are
too.
gorgeous.
One day, those are like my goal ears, like to have, like those designer ears. I'm like, one day, it'll be a thing. One day, eventually. So you said 2003, so you've been collecting Disney ears for a while. So what's your Disney story? What got you into Disney? Like your kind of background? Did you grow up going to Disney, or tell us a little bit about that while we're waiting for the chat and everything to start about 9:30.
Sounds good. Yeah, no. So so even though I don't look like it, I'm actually from South America, Venezuela, is where I was born.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't look like it. People don't know that that's my first language, and it's funny because sometimes people speak Spanish, and when I speak Spanish to them, they're like, but growing up in a third world country, like we didn't have that much money, but my mom always made sure that we did vacations, even locally or whatever. But we actually went to Disney quite a bit when we were little, so that she instilled the love for Disney for us. So we would go maybe every 3 or 4 years. And then like when I moved here to the U.S., I went, I was already like a Disney fan, so I went on my own. And then I met my husband, who happened to also grow up going to Disney when he was little, both always Disney World. We just became, Disney adults.
That's awesome. I love it.
We've been going to Disney World. So we used to live in New York and New Jersey area. So we would go to Disney every, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times a year. Because it's, 2.5 hour flight. It's not that bad. But then we moved to Hawaii. So now it's 10-hour flight with a 6-hour time difference.
But you have Aluani.
Yes. Exactly. That is like what I tell people. That's like when I really miss my Disney, or like I crave Disney like merch. That's what I do. I drive. It's only a 40-minute drive from where I'm at. So with traffic, without traffic, it's like 35 minutes.
Nice. So do you go to Disneyland a lot, or do you like now more so? You're just still Disney World? Oh my goodness. Have you been?
Yeah,
I've been to land.
I went to land last time was 2019, and before that is 15. So we go every 4 years. We were gonna go last year, but then we decided to because it's the 50th. So I've been since the pandemic. Even though I live in Hawaii, I counted the other day. I've been to Disney World 7 times. Yeah.
That's awesome, though. That's so much fun.
You just got back from a trip to Disney World, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, we did. It was amazing. We were there for 10 days. And it was just so
I
much
love
fun.
all your videos of documenting each day. And I was there. And I didn't know.
I know. I thought because I asked some people, I mixed up when people were gonna be there and now we're gonna be there. It's just, but it was so hot that the reason why I did those vlogs is because I was gonna do a lot of TikToks, and I started and I would do 2 of them and like I would start sweating, and I'm like, that's out. Blog. I'm just vlogging from now on. It's so hot.
Ridiculous.
Yes.
Is it even hotter than like Hawaii? You'd think Hawaii would be
God, yeah.
just
No,
as hot.
Hawaii. No. So the beautiful thing about Hawaii, I'm going to brag about Hawaii because I love it here.
Good. No, please do.
There's something called the trade winds, right? And so you saw that. Oh yeah, I know. People say like, "Oh, I saw you didn't do that," and I'm like, "Why didn't you say hi?" And then I'm like, "Oh my god, they're probably." Yeah, I know, right?
I know. I love your tutus. I'm sitting there like, oh, now I have to. Like, your outfits are literal goals. I'm telling you.
Thank you. But yeah, so we have something called trade winds, and that is like a constant like fresh breeze that keeps the island really cool. And our weather doesn't really get that hot. Maybe like 1 month it gets a little hot, but it's not humid. It's always between like 75 and like maybe high 80s. That's it, all year long. So very nice.
Well, you learned something new because I thought it was like pretty much the same weather as Florida.
No, not at all. And when sometimes when the trade winds are not here, which happens like maybe like for a week, they go away for some reason. It gets hot, but then they come back again. So you'll always hear that term. The trade winds are here. The trade winds are gone for 2 days.
Listen, I need some trade winds over here in Tennessee. It's hot. And we don't not no winds. We don't got no Florida winds. We just got heat in a valley. Just got heat and humidity. It's awful. So what I'll do real quick is I'll just kind of do a quick introduction. We're getting close to that 9:30 mark. Y'all, as far as everyone else knows in here, this is Di. She has lived in Hawaii. How long have you been in Hawaii, Di?
So I have lived here, like moved here, for over 4 years ago.
4 years? Awesome.
But I've been working here for 12 years. So I used to live in New Jersey, and I would commute from New Jersey to Hawaii, sometimes 8 times a year. It's crazy. It was a 10-hour flight as well.
Talk about a commute. Okay.
But I'm like, I love it there. I'm fine doing that. So I just kept doing
it. Like, what a destination.
I'll commute to Hawaii. Hold on.
But then in 2017, in New Year's Eve, I remember because we were at Disney, I told my husband, I'm like, listen, I go there for work and I love it. We go there for vacation because we love it. Let's just move. Life is too short. And literally 3 months after that, I already had a job and I moved here. Like,
that is awesome. Oh my goodness, I love it. See,
yeah.
Now goals for real. So Di is joining us today to talk a little bit about Aluani, about the surrounding areas, and what is the island? The island again?
Oahu.
I'm sorry. Oahu. Yes. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I blanked on that.
Here.
On Oahu, and just some information on that. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, we're gonna have to see the view.
I love that you already have your Christmas tree up.
Oh my gosh, I love the Christmas tree. A little bit about, I know you talked a little bit, coming to Hawaii, where, being there for your job and stuff like that. So tell us a little bit more about you. Just I know we pretty much already covered all that, like growing up and stuff like that. Is there anything else you'd like for anyone to know?
So like I said, now that we live here, we still make it to Disney World about twice a year, at least twice a year, because we have annual passes, so we want to make sure that it's worth it. But yeah, no, I was just very lucky that even though we didn't have that much money, like my mom saved up for trips to bring us here. And it's just so funny how like life happens, and Disney trips can, in different times of your life, can be so different. Like when I was growing up, we would bring sandwiches and like eat in the car and things like that. And now, I get to go to California Grill and things like that, but I still cherish every single vacation that I did. And it doesn't have to be, the best of the best. It can like be different in different times of your life, So I really appreciated that because I experience it all,
Exactly. With each I guess I'm not really necessarily level, but just each trip there is like different experiences, different times in your life, and you cherish different memories. So
exactly.
No 2 trips are the same ever. That's what I tell people all the time.
Mm-hmm. And there's always something new. Like people are like, "Aren't you bored?" I'm like, "No. There's so many things I haven't done. There's new things that come up, I was going to, what was I going to say? I was going to ask, that was it.
we talked a little bit earlier. I know I messaged you, and I wanted to ask you about your jewelry, Etsy, and stuff
Oh
like that. I want you to
yes.
talk about that real quick because I'm super interested in all this. So, like,
So I was
please
getting
tell us.
dressed. I picked these, and I'm like, oh, I know exactly what necklace to wear. So I actually make Hawaiian jewelry. So these are, I don't know if you can see. So these are actually fuzzy
Ooh.
seeds that come from a tree in Hawaii, and they're like velvety, like to the touch. If you touch them, they're like velvety, and they're in a tree. So I actually drill this. It's like a seed. It's a seed. It's called magambo seed, and yeah, I drill it and I make jewelry with it. This is a real orchid that
Oh,
is in
that
resin.
is awesome.
Yeah. So I actually started making this when I lived in New Jersey, because I still had a passion for Hawaii back then. And yeah, so I just make this. I have an Etsy site called Designs to Die For. Get it to die
Oh,
for still.
I love it. It's so cute.
So yeah, so I just I've always had a love for Hawaii, and now it makes more sense that I live here and actually make them. But yeah, these seeds come from the island of the Big Island.
The Big Island. Okay.
But it's just so cool because I like love touching them because it's literally like velvety.
I know.
Like,
I feel like I need to order some now. I'm like, okay, sold. Where's mine? I need the
I'll
ears
bring
to
you
match.
guys
Just send it
some
all.
when I go back.
I know.
Oh,
I need
I'll
a
bring you
whole
some.
set. I need a
yeah,
set.
I need the set. Yes. Oh, yeah. Carla Disney Davies. She is going to be moving to Hawaii
I know.
soon.
I told her that she's gonna have a Disney friend here. I've already
I
talked to her.
love it. I love that. So
Carla, are you going to be
let's.
stationed in Hawaii?
Yeah,
Is her
that's what
her
they said.
husband's?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what she said was going on.
But I mean, I love it. So
It's on
I
our
always.
list. It's on our
Yeah.
next list.
Oh, really? Your husband's also in the military?
He is. So we got stationed here, and then we put Hawaii on our next wish list.
I love it.
I'm just gonna have to come visit all
I've
y'all.
been here 4 years, like I said, and I still see rainbows, and I still take a picture, just to like
I know.
be
I
that
can't. I love
face.
all of your pictures. I cannot wait to get them up. I'm going to work on getting them up on the Blue Butterfly Travel Instagram and showcase those, and then work on a blog for the website as well.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. So cute. So I wanted to ask you, so I know we want to talk about Alani. So you've been to Alani often. So tell us like just like what are your experiences with Alani? What's one of your favorite memories? Like talk a little bit about that. Like what your favorite memory might be, or what something you
Yeah.
might be interested. Yeah.
So yeah, so we go to Alani, I want to say once a month.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's like 40 minutes away, and I miss Disney, and I love Disney, so that's my Disney fix. I never stay there because
Mm-hmm.
it's quite pricey because we don't have DVC.
Oh yeah, yeah. You live like right there.
But
Mm-hmm.
there's Kamine a discount, what they call like local discount.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes some friends like have stayed there, and we've kind of joined them at the the pool, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But we really just go there for three main reasons. One, food. The food is amazing, and we'll talk more about it later. Two, just walk around because it's such a beautiful place, and sometimes you see characters, and even though we can't take pictures because we're not staying there, I can still see them walking around, and that's awesome. And then three, merch.
Merch. Oh, of
Merch.
course. The merch,
Yeah.
the shopping.
But my favorite memory, and I think I kind of mentioned that shortly to you, I was there in 2018, and I actually got to see Ali Carvalho, which is was the voice of Moana, and I was like,
Ooh.
that's so amazing. So she was there because they were celebrating, and they were doing a showing for Moana, which was translated fully in Hawaiian for the first time. So it was amazing for like the Hawaiian culture to have a whole Disney movie translated in Olelo, Hawaii, which is like Hawaiian, uh,
Huh.
language. And she was there, and I saw her. Like there was a carpet. They had like a huge showing in the beach, so we saw a little bit of it. It was amazing. So
That
that
is
was just like,
awesome.
and it wasn't planned. And we were just there to go to the beach, and we're like, what's going on? So that was even better when things like that happen. Just
Randomly. That's
unexpected.
That is neat.
Yeah.
right. I feel like I always like when I go to Disney, like Disney World, I'm looking for celebrities. I'm like, there's somebody here because I always like I feel like Halsey was there when I was there, and I'm like, or something. I'm like, I know that there's people here. I just don't see them because you don't recognize people. But like
I was supposed
when
to
there's
say,
an
if
event,
every time I go and then I'll get online in like the pass holder pages and people are like, did you see so and so is here today? And I was like, I was there. I did not see them, but I would never have known that that was them.
I know.
right?
Well, this weekend, actually, I mean, Hawaii, we do get a lot of people here. This weekend, I saw Jonah Hill when
I
we
know.
was at the restaurant where we were at, and I was trying to, like, not, like, I don't want to bother them, so I was just filming the very, that was super cool. So, yeah. But in Disney,
Oh,
I
I
would
would
love
have.
to see. Oh,
Yes, Heather would have been like, "Hey, Jonah."
Ching, ching.
You know, she did it
no,
all
but
slyly too. You have to go watch her video because she's like, I'm just filming my friends.
friends. I'm like, friends, say hi. And they're like looking at me like, hi. And I'm just filming what's happening behind them.
That is so funny. So, where were you at when that happened?
In Waikiki. So
Kiki.
that was my, so yeah. So, when people come here, if they come to Aulani,
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that I suggest is not to just stay at Aulani, is to maybe do either excursions outside to just check out the island. Obviously, Waikiki
Mm-hmm.
is like the most touristy area, but it still is really cool to see Diamond Head and Waikiki Beach, just to like see the sights and stuff like that.
My goal is to get out to Hawaii very shortly. We have to go. Like, have to go to Cali and have to go to Hawaii. I'm like, oh, I got to see all these things
Add it
'cause
to the
I've always
list.
wanted to go. I know.
Yeah,
We
right.
just need to. It's the Blue Butterfly Travel destination list of what we need to on our goals. So I did want. So we talked. You said something about restaurants, and I know when I messaged you earlier, you were talking about restaurants. I was like, oh, this girl knows where the good food is at. She's like, real. So tell us what some of your favorite restaurants or favorite snacks and stuff like that in the Alani resort area, or
Yes.
even like outside, like in the general area of Alani.
Yeah, so Aulani has like one of my favorite restaurants, and it's because of where they situated it, where you can see the most beautiful sunset. So we've eaten there so many times. It's called Ama Ama, and that's like their like nice restaurant. However, I don't know why it's still not open since COVID. And I called this morning just in case like maybe they opened and I didn't know. It's still closed, but he said
Mm-hmm.
that it will open again. So Ama Ama is definitely like my number one top restaurant in Aulani,
Mm-hmm.
which will open again. Like I still see the whole place. They're not doing anything differently. I don't know I don't know what's happening, but it's closed. But it's amazing. Like so, they do it for lunch and dinner. But if you go there during dinner, you get like the beautiful lagoon and the sunset, and the food is delicious. They do so for lunch. It's more like sandwiches and poke, and then during dinner, it's more like nice like steaks and fish, and it's just delicious. And it's not very foo-foo. It's not very stuck up. It's very relaxed, but just the atmosphere and the view, just the view. It's
So
amazing.
do you have to make reservations at those restaurants like you do at Disney World?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not in the so talking about Disney World, you usually use the app, right? This Aulani actually has an app as well.
Oh.
And yeah, but you can go to just a regular like Aulani website, and you can make a reservation there. That's how I did it since I'm not staying there. But you can also do it in the app. But you have to make reservations. Like it does book up
Pretty
pretty
quickly. Is it
often.
60 days out in advance, like Walt Disney?
No, well, it's closed right
No.
now, so I don't know. But
Yeah. Oh,
before,
yeah.
no,
Yeah.
it was just you just have to do it like a month ahead or so.
A month ahead of time.
Yeah,
Are there other resort or other restaurants that do
yeah.
require those advanced dining reservations? What are some of those restaurants that are like hard to get, like or like that would be where someone would might want to really focus on getting that reservation?
Yeah, so Ama when it's open, and if
Mm-hmm.
not, the character breakfast, is really popular there because it's really cute. They have like the Hawaiian dressed Mickey and Minnie, and like everybody's like in their um, Hawaiian outfits, and there's a little bit of Hawaiian food in the breakfast and music. So it's really popular. So that one is definitely, I would say, the most requested in terms of reservations. And then
Reservations. Mm-hmm.
there is also a place for a night to do like what they call pupus in Hawaii, which is appetizers. um, and they do appetizers and they do, yeah, the poo-poos.
I love it.
We need like little poo-poos emojis. And for that one, I don't think you require reservations, but it's more like you can have just drinks, and they have like Hawaiian music, like playing in the background, and it's just really pretty. You don't see the ocean from there, but it's just you're still in the atmosphere, and it's really pretty. It's outside, so it's really pretty. And that one's called the Olelo Room.
Olelo Room. Oh, listen.
Hey, we got a poo-poo emoji.
I love it.
So do they have like luau's and stuff that you can sign up for if you're?
So the luau that they have there is called kaba'a, okay, and it is I think right now it's still happening, and it is really, really pretty. They do a really good job with the storytelling. And Moana comes in, and this is really pretty. It's still like a Disney style of luau, but really, really well done. However, my favorite luau in the island is literally a block from Aluani. So, like, if people stay here in Waikiki, they have to like take a bus and all that stuff, or like an hour. But if you're staying in Aulani, I would suggest to actually maybe go to both if you can at night, because they're at night. But it's called Paradise Cove, and it's just like a more defined like luau, and they do different type of dances throughout all the Polynesian islands, and they're just amazing. Like, to me, that was more a superior luau. The other one was more like cute for kids and things like that. So it kind of depends, but you can kind of check it out and see which one you prefer.
Ooh. Yes.
Yes.
Actually go ahead. She wanted to go over some pronunciation with us, because this is definitely something we need to know. I feel like. So
yeah, for me it's very important, like when you come to Hawaii, to know a little bit of the culture and not sound like you're, I don't care about the culture. I think that's very important and respectful, right? So one I was going to say, like, the three things that I'll kind of teach you guys in Hawaii. So most people say Hawaii, right? But true Hawaiians call Hawaii Hawaii, because the W's in Hawaii is pronounced like a V. So every word, instead of saying W, you say a V. So the luau here in Aulani is called W-A-A, wa'a, right? You say kawa'a, but it's not kawa'a, it's kava'a.
Kava'a.
So every single time you see a W, you always use a V instead. Yes, you don't want to be a haole. That's for sure. You see, you're like ready to move over here, Carla.
I love it.
And then the other thing to know is keiki. Keiki is a word in Hawaiian for kids. So in Aulani, you see a lot of the things. They never say activities for kids. They say activities for keiki. Keiki. And that means keiki is kids.
Kids. Okay. Keiki.
Yeah.
Like cake. And, like cake. Like cake.
K. So you pronounce everything. You pronounce every letter. So K-E-I-K-I.
Okay. Keiki. Okay. Keiki. Okay. Cool. Okay. Sorry, my southern accent likes to take over.
Well, it's so funny because for me, Hawaiian is kind of easy to pronounce it, because the vowels in Hawaiian are pronounced like Spanish vowels. So like A is A, E is A, I is E, O is O, and U is U. So that's such an easy thing for me, because when I read the word, I just read it like I'm reading Spanish. And it actually sounds like the Hawaiian word, which is kind of cool.
Oh, no. I'm going to be talking same, Carla. The southern accent will definitely throw me off.
Oh, I would like to hear that.
I could definitely. I would love to hear that.
There's a funny word. So there's a funny street here called, so in English, it's like, literally. It's like street. Okay?
Like street?
Yes. But in Hawaiian, you pronounce it like.
Like. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That's so cute. Well, is there any other words that are like widely mispronounced? Like when you see people come in visiting, they're something that would be like respectful.
Well, some people say like Waikiki. Not Waikiki, it's Waikiki. And also poke. It's poke, no pokey. It's
Poke. Poke?
Poke.
Like
Like
hokey
poke.
poke?
Like a
Poke.
Pokeball? Like,
Yeah, poke bowl. It's a poke bowl.
Poke. Okay.
see,
Poke.
I have been saying Pokeball my whole life.
Yeah, no poke. No one is poke.
I want one of those
Poke.
Pokeballs.
I want to
Yeah.
learn to say the fish word. What's the fish word?
Oh, homo nuku nuku apua. That's
No,
the
no,
Hawaiian
no, no,
state
no.
fish.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
It is kind of like
Nah. Nope.
Haven't you guys haven't you watched Forgetting Sarah Marshall? It's
Yes.
in it. It's
It's
in
been
it.
a hot
The
minute.
bartender.
It has
The
been a long
bartender's
time
like,
since I've seen that movie.
I love that movie.
It's such a,
Yeah.
it is a very good movie. It's hilarious. That's awesome. I'm definitely going to need to call you before I go to Hawaii and be like, hey, remember those things that you told me to say? I forgot.
I
I'm
have
gonna
a
need
whole,
to remember.
So when people come visit or they go to other islands, I have like a whole. I love planning. I would be such a great travel planner.
Listen.
I just love it. I know, right? I have like a whole like spreadsheets and like things to do by like island. So whenever somebody knows like, oh, my friend's coming, can you send them this island? So I tell them with things to do and things like that. So if you guys, if anybody needs anything,
You should send them
send me a
over
message.
so that we can put you on the blog as a guest blog, and we
Yeah.
can just put them in the blog.
I'll send it over for sure.
I have some things I want to talk to you about. I got some ideas for because I'm excited. It's great because we don't know, there's not a lot of people in the Disney community thus so far that really just knows a lot about Aulani, that goes there very frequently. So it's really cool to talk about it and learn about it more. I just think that's awesome, especially someone who goes very often. It's really cool to sit down and talk about it. I love that. My only Disney. Okay, okay, that was the other thing I was going to ask. What is something you suggest everyone has to do when they visit Aulani? Like the thing that you're like, oh, that like you cannot go except for like, the basic stuff. Like one thing that's like kind of unique. That would be something that would stand out to people.
I don't think I can.
There's so many.
Everything. If you come here, you're gonna like be here for a few days, So you're gonna have time to do everything. I mean, you have to enjoy obviously the pools. There's so many pools there. There's the lazy river, which is just beautiful. Oh, I know, right? I know. Well, the food, obviously the food. But the lazy river, they just renovated actually the whole pool area, and they have this infinity pool that they created that is gorgeous. So definitely enjoy the amenities, I would say, the beach is beautiful, but here, okay, I'll give you like a little tip. Aulani is in an area called Ko'olina, and there's like 4 lagoons in that area. The first lagoon is Aulani's. It's not public, it's not private, they're all public, so that's why you can go there and I'm not staying there. But there's 4 of them, right? So they call it Lagoon 1, 2, 3, and 4. But if you go and you can walk around the whole lagoon, and you can like just walk, and it's just really pretty. In the second lagoon, though, which is the one right after, I'm talking about like 3-minute walk, right? The second lagoon has like a little. So the lagoons are like this, like the one in Aulani is just the whole beach, and that's it, right? The second lagoon has a beach, but then it has like a separation with like rocks, and then there's like a little mini like beach by itself. So that's like my favorite thing to do there. That a lot of people like don't know. If you go early enough, you just sit there and it's like you have like a beach by yourself. So
Interesting.
a little tip. Yeah. So if you like explore, that's what I would say. Just explore and like go see. Don't just do the activities that they tell you to do. Just explore.
That's awesome. That was actually one of the other questions I was going to ask you, is like something else in like the surrounding area of like what you would recommend to do. Like, so I know we talked earlier, said people don't take advantage or do other things outside of Aulani. And I think that's there's so many other excursions and things to do. I know. So what are some of the things that you would recommend to someone, whether it be with kids or no kids? Like, what would you recommend?
Yeah. So, I definitely recommend getting a car. One, it is pretty far from the airport, so you still have to pay to get to Aulani anyways. And if you do Yeah, if you do a rent a car for a whole week, it's cheaper than if you do it for a day because there are rental cars in Aulani. Like there's like a two or three of the regular, rental car places, but it's probably going to be expensive over there. So if you do it for the whole week, it's probably cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would. So at least I would suggest to go to the North Shore, uh, go to the Dole Plantation, and then there's one place. There's two places that I would say definitely it's a must, must, must. There's a place called Kualoa Ranch, and that's where they filmed Jurassic Park. That's where they filmed
Ooh.
Lost. That's where they filmed so many
Where's
movies.
Amanda would love that. She loves Jurassic
Yeah.
Park.
Yeah,
She's a
that's
big
right
Jurassic
up
Park
Amanda's
fan.
alley.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they filmed two of the Jurassic Parks there, and you can actually do ATV tours. You can do horseback riding tours. It's amazing, and just imagine how Jurassic Park mountains, like in the early ones, the first one.
Yeah,
That's what you see there.
the best
So,
ones.
Exactly.
I'm about to go book a military base room.
Right? Listen,
Right?
I'm gonna go with you.
Hey, we can go
From
because
Pearl Harbor,
they are cheap.
I am so I live here. Pearl Harbor is here, and Aulani is here. So I live
nice.
probably like
Mhm.
20 minutes from Pearl Harbor. And that's the other one I would say, Arizona Memorial, go visit it. Like there's some things that you like should do when you come to Hawaii, not just stay in Aulani.
Yeah. I would love to go to Pearl Harbor. That would be one of the things that I would really love to just go and just be,
it's very touching.
That emotional moment just to be. I think that's something that I would definitely like that's one of my things. I love history and stuff like that. So I think that would be something, wonderful to do. But yes.
Yeah, those are, and then there's also a temple called Byodo-in Temple. These are replica of a temple in Japan, and it's just gorgeous. So those are the three places that I would say like is a must.
Okay, say those one more. Say it one more. Say so the
Byodo-in Temple.
Okay.
Kualoa Ranch.
Okay.
Dole Plantation, just because they have Dole Whip. Well, they have Dole Whip and Aluani too, but this is from the Dole Plantation,
Yeah, exactly. That's like the thing. Okay.
And then also visit Waikiki. Maybe do like a sunset tour in a sailing tour. Those are really pretty.
Nice. I'm gonna have to look these up and see because I'm gonna have to write. I'm thinking about things I want to include in like a package or something that we can give to people, like information on other things to do in Hawaii. So let me see if I had. So I know that you said that you didn't personally have a lot of character experiences. Would you think that the best, from what you've heard or like information you've heard from other people, where would be like I know the character breakfast? Is there other? You said there's other opportunities for.
There's a ton. So the app actually is amazing for that, and I can actually see the app, and it tells you what time, tells you what character, and it tells you where they're gonna be. So I just can't take a picture with the character, but I can go and see the character. So they have Stitch. They have Goofy, Daisy, Minnie, Moana, which is amazing. And then, you can just see every day they have a schedule, and it tells you exactly where they're going to be and from what time to what time. And kids, if you're staying there, you just go and line up and you just take a picture.
That's awesome.
It's cute.
They don't have.
Are they really strict about people taking pictures? Like, how do they know the difference of somebody who's staying there and you're not?
Yeah, this thing pass it down. So they have wristbands.
Yeah.
So you have to wear a wristband every day, and every day the color changes, and sometimes they're like iridescent, sometimes they're weird, So they change it out. It's not like sometimes you go to a resort and they just give you one wristband. Here they change it every day. So you see sometimes kids that have stayed sometimes for 2 weeks, and they have like a ton of wristbands. It's like,
that's
so
cute. That's cute.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, let me think. I have a list of questions, and then we'll start opening it up to people to ask. Wait, let me just make sure I'm on schedule, y'all. I'm trying to be better at this. Let's do. Okay.
Look at the kitty.
I know they're chasing a bug, so they're just like.
Okay, I love it. Okay, let's see. Okay, I was going to. This was something that I thought was interesting. Or what I was going to ask is, okay, so like I said, you've been there a lot. You've seen a lot of people come in and out, tourists and stuff like that. What is something that you see people doing that they shouldn't be doing, or like they should or something that they should be doing, something to make their trip easier? Like I know that some people when you go to Disney, there's things that's like happen, you're like, okay, I wish I would have known ahead of time. Like, what is something that you would tell somebody that would be something they should know ahead of time before going and visiting Aulani? I know the app is really important.
The
I think
app,
that's
yeah.
definitely something to know. Is there
Um,
any other little tips or tricks?
well, I know there is because we pass them all the time. There's they do a lot of activities in Aulani because
Mm-hmm.
it's not a park. There's not so much to do, but they
Mm-hmm.
do have things that are planned. But if you
Mm-hmm.
don't sign up for them, you're gonna miss out on them, right? So they have you can sign up with some of them in the app, but there's some
Mm-hmm.
other extra activities that are free, but you have to sign up for them. So make sure that in the morning you visit. I think there's two places. One's called like Auntie's Beach House, and the other one's Pauhana,
Mm-hmm.
and sign up the kids to do things like that. Um, because then if they want to do it and you didn't sign up, then you're gonna miss out. So just make sure that you sign up every morning on the activities
Mm-hmm.
that you want to do.
Do you know about, like, I know they have the spa area. Now I know, do you, as far as reservations for that go, I mean, I would think that they get booked up pretty quickly. So I would have to,
Yes.
book those way in advance for people. Okay,
The one
that's what
time
I
that I
would think.
wanted to do it, it wasn't available. So
Yeah, yeah.
it
That's why I
is,
was
yeah.
thinking. I'm sure it books
I
out
would
pretty far
call,
in advance.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I have heard from people who have gone that have told me that it's the most like amazing experience. And they showed me some pictures, like they have like outside showers and pools and the massages themselves. It's just like to the next level. It's like amazing, like
Very good.
outdoor
Book that.
showers with like it's just gorgeous. But I would call the
Mm-hmm.
spa and ask
Mm-hmm.
them how far in advance.
Call them
Because
directly.
I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna go for my birthday, and I think I called like a few like 3 weeks before, and it was already booked.
Yeah,
So
I would assume it books out
but
pretty
it is
quickly.
it is
Mm-hmm.
like one of the must things to do there. But
Mm-hmm.
like I said, there are a lot of activities. So like when I was like looking at the app this morning just to see because one of the things that I have done because the guys just there talking, they have stories at night and by the bonfire from a
Mm-hmm.
Hawaiian um, cultural person and if there's also a lot of other activities, so they sometimes have mixology classes for like adults only. I know, right? It's like they have
Listen.
like ukulele lessons. They have I was reading all these things. They have Pilates classes. They have what are some other things? Paddle boarding in the beach. So a lot of those they have so much. So that would be my
Mm-hmm.
tip. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of activities. A lot of them are already in the app. So do a little bit of research before you're going and know which ones you want to do and figure out when you have to sign up for them.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. That's awesome. That's what I was going to say. I was like, is there any? Another question was, is there anything that is unique? Now I know there's a lot to do. All people can go anywhere. There's so many places and things to see in Hawaii. And so, what besides Disney? What is something else that's like unique to the resort that you would say this is, something that you can experience anywhere else besides just like the Disney, atmosphere and the bubble? What is something that might be unique to the resort? If there really is anything, I don't know.
Um, well, to me, it's the merch.
Oh yeah, yeah, girl. She's like, listen, I shop. That's what's unique. I love it.
But I mean, no, I mean, talking about Aulani itself, the beautiful thing about Aulani, you guys know who Joe Rody is?
Joe Road.
He,
Yes.
so
Yes.
he's the Imagineer that created Animal Kingdom and Pandora. You know, the guy with the big
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
earring. So he actually was the one that helped create Aulani, right?
Wow.
So it's
Nice.
kind of like that thought process of like making it so authentic and unique. And so that to me is like what makes Aulani a little bit different than any other just a hotel, even like Disney hotels, because it has like the cultural aspect, even the rooms. Like it's kind of like Pandora that when you go there, you're immersed in like Pandora world and it's not Disney, Similar here. You won't see you'll see Mickey, but you won't see a lot of Mickey things.
Yeah, it's not
even
overly
there's
themed. Yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
and
it's
that to
true
me is
true to
special.
the area. Yes, I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, the
That's be-
architectural, the culture, like they really put a lot of thought process. And I love like how like the names of the pools, the name of the restaurants, they're very Hawaiian inspired, and they really try to stay authentic to it.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That's beautiful. I was trying to think if there was any other
Don't make fun of my
questions.
English.
Oh, God, no, you're fine. Let me see. What special? was trying to go over my
Yeah,
questions.
exactly. They made hidden Mickeys like in the they have like a carved stitch. They have like hidden Mickeys in like the quilts because the Hawaiians are very known for doing quilting. And like there's like it's hidden in a way that is respectful and not like very distasteful.
And I love that. I love that they're respecting the culture, and that's beautiful because you see so many like in the world not respecting the culture and the world
Yeah.
around, like the atmosphere and places around them. And I feel like they really, because I watched a lot of training videos on Alani, and I was so impressed by that. How intricate and the details too, like the details are there, and it's so beautiful to see the respect and the honor that they have for the Hawaiian culture. So I'm pretty much out of questions. Heather, was there anything I was going to just kind of let you say if there was anything you needed to say or talk about or wanted to talk about? You are free to talk. I don't have any questions personally, and then we'll open up the chat to see if there's any questions for people. So, Heather,
how often do you see the Disney Cruise Line from your window?
Not often because it hasn't come since before COVID. That was the first time it came, and it's not gonna come I think till next year. So it was like seriously like a shock. Yeah, it was kind of like what? It was like we drove by it and everything. Yeah, it hasn't. They don't come here often. Because it has to come from I think it starts from here, but then it has to go to I think Canada or something like that. So. Yeah, that was super exciting to me, obviously.
Oh my God, I would be excited too. I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And I just like swim and be like, I want to be on that.
I know. I'm like, I honestly just wanted to like, can I just go to the store and shop a little bit?
Right? Oh, I was going to ask you shopping. You love shopping. So tell us your favorite shops.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Well, there's two shops there. There's only two shops.
Okay.
One is called Halemanu. And that's where you'll find more of the ears, the jersey, Disney jerseys. They have some food and stuff like that. So it's like your kind of like your mini, like everything is in everything. But you'll find all your ears. Here, like I'll show you some. Like this one's really cute.
Please show us the ears.
This one's actually I bought this one because they made. My downfall is Doonies, so they made a matching Doonie. I'm like, I have
your
to have
downfall is designer purses because I saw your whole Coach collection you bought when it dropped too.
She bought shopping. Let's just call it shopping.
She bought it all.
And look how beautiful these are. These are the iridescent line that they just came out with this year.
I want
those. That was pretty. Oh, look how
those.
Then they have these, which are so pretty. They're like brown, which is so rare, right? So that was pretty.
Those are gorgeous.
And then this is so cute. So this is a brand called Tory Richard, right? And they make men's clothing for the most part, or girls too. And they have ears and dresses and men's. So you can and kids. So you can have the whole family dressed up in like and ears. It's like adorable.
I would buy a set.
Yeah.
If they got a set, I would buy the set.
I made my husband buy his shirt and I buy the dress. So we haven't worn it yet, but we will.
I'm excited to see the pictures.
Cute.
And then they have, of course, a lot of jerseys. Look how cute. Aloha. So cute.
Oh, I love the sleeves.
Look how cute this one is. This one's one of my favorites. This is a crop top. Look at this. With Minnie. Right?
Oh, that's so cool.
And then it says Aluani.
It's a Spirit jersey crop top.
Yep.
And
that's what I need for Florida.
Matching shorts.
That's what I need for Florida. Those are cute.
Right?
Where?
They have like this crop top too. Aluani. And this one's my favorite just because it's like rainbow. It's another Spirit jersey crop top. And it says...
Is a Spirit jersey crop top only like
Aloha.
Like...
Isn't it cute? So that's why I love it because you can't find things like that in Disney, like at home, like Disney World.
No, those are like very unique.
But the reason why we come every month we go there because there's no website or anything like that. So you literally have to go there every month to see what's new, you know?
Well, I do one every month too.
Listen, I'm like, hey, Dad, remember those ears? I'm like, I'm just gonna, can you go pick me some of those up?
Yes.
I'll
No,
pay for
honestly,
shipping.
I would say, I would
Listen, because,
totally say it.
okay,
I did
well,
that
I'm
for
gonna take
Cole and his friend. So,
listen.
totally. I don't mind, especially there's a place at work that I work around there. So, because it's a little far, it's like 40 minutes. Now with gas, it's like $40 driving there. But yeah, if anybody wants anything, just like let me know. If you know that there's something that you heard, 100%. I love it. Yes.
Me.
Same.
Yes, no, Di, we need to definitely get together with you because if we ever have any clients or anything that are going to Alani, I would love to talk to them about your jewelry to have them. I
Yeah.
think that would be really cool to have you as like a
Thank
vendor
you.
or something to like pass that on to information for them. That would be super fun. Or even something maybe if we could gift to them
Yeah, and
as
it's something
a,
authentic from that comes
yeah,
from Hawaiian. It's
Hawaii.
actually yeah, it's technically it's all natural, the actual seed because it comes from the tree and it's I dry it for a year so it's not but yeah, it stays fuzzy forever. So
I
it's
love
also
it.
very good for when you're stressed, you just like touch it and it's like soft and
I know,
fuzzy.
yeah, listen,
It
I have
is. It's like a
I have
petting. It's like
anxiety thing.
it is.
No,
It
I
is.
would love that. I would love it if we can start working on getting some bookings for Alani. I think that would be really cool to offer some incentives and stuff like that to give to people to kind of that are from the culture and from like around that area. I think would be awesome. Oh, I love that. Sorry, have these
No,
ideas
I
and
love
like, oh, write
that.
that down.
Yes.
So what else? Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? Anything before we
Let
open
me
up the
think what else that
questions?
we didn't talk about. So we talked about and the other store. So I started the other store. So Halimanu. My brain always goes back to George.
Shopping? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Same.
The other store is called Kalipa, and Kalipa is the more upscale one. So that's where they have um, the the Doonies, and they have like all like the mainly the Doonies. That's what I go there for.
She's like, I love my
Um,
duties. I love it.
and but yeah, so there's only those two stores, so that's why they don't have too much merch, but they do change it quite a bit, quite often.
Nice.
And then I wanted to mention one more thing about that they do there that is so adorable for people that have kids, and like if
Yes,
I had a
please.
kid, I would do it.
Yes.
So I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of like the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. Um, but in Aulani, and they do a makeover for both girls and boys. And like for the girls, they can do like Moana or Mermaid, and for boys, they can like have like temporary tattoos and like beach floors and stuff like that. So it's super super cute. So if I had a kid, I would totally do that.
Her sons would
Take
love that.
take my money. Take
Her
my
sons
money.
would have them covered. Love it.
Take
I
my
love
money.
it. Oh, that would be super, super stinking cute. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, that's so much fun. So what is that called again?
She doesn't know
I
what
think
it's
it's called something. I think it's called like paint the sky. I want to say I don't know
Yeah.
why, but I think it's called paint the sky. Um, but
I can
yeah,
look it
just
up. That's fine. Yeah, I can
yeah,
look it
I'm
up
pretty
later.
sure
That's
it's
fine.
paint the sky. But
That's awesome.
but it's
That's
so
so
cute, and
cool.
it's like I think it's like 130, similar to Bibbidi Bobbidi, but it's so cute. Because
Hey,
I
it's
see, I
Amanda.
see.
Jordan has my phone. Hi, Amanda.
Oh, hey Amanda.
That's so funny. So I think, hey Amanda, do you have any questions for Di? Why she's in here? And then we can open up. Heather, did you have anything you wanted to ask before we open up the questions for anybody?
And there's other things that even if you don't rent a car, which I still highly recommend it.
Rent a car.
There's other
Okay.
things if you really want to do because the lagoons, the beach right in front of Aulani, they're all man-made. Not sorry to spoil the magic, but it's like a lagoon. It's not very
Lagoon.
wavy. It's very relaxing. But if you want to go surfing, um, most of the surf lessons are in Waikiki, but actually there's one in Barber's Point, which is not far from Disney. So I would highly recommend looking up companies that do surfing lessons in Barber's Point.
Barber's Point. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Good thing I'm
because that's
downloading
always
this
fun.
live because I'm going to have to like take notes later. I'm like, okay,
Good.
notes. Okay. Okay, so we will open up the questions. I don't know who all else is in here. If you have a question of anything, you can more than welcome to either drop it in the comments or you can drop it in the question box. You can ask Di, you can ask us any questions you might have. Really trying to focus on the Aulani and Hawaii experience and things like that. I'm so excited. Now I just want to go. Now I need to like
I
make a
know.
Yeah.
you sold me. I am sold.
I'm like, now I
yes,
need
let
to
me
go look it up
book.
because now I got to go.
It's so beautiful. Like they just
Right?
did such a good job. And it's just like I completely sometimes I'm like, oh, why do so many people just spend a whole week in one resort? But like
Mm-hmm.
I understand every single time I'm there, I'm like, I understand this one. Like this one makes sense as to why you would do it, you know?
Right. Carla
Uh,
asked, what are the biggest mistakes people make when going to Aulani?
um well, to me, like I already said, to me it
Mm-hmm.
would be not at least spending one day to see Hawaii as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um but but I and also maybe not trying a little bit of the local food because
Mm-hmm.
Aulani doesn't really give you the local food. It's delicious,
Yes.
don't get me
Mm-hmm.
wrong, um, but that's why I would say get a car at least one day and then get what do we call like lunch plates
Mm-hmm.
and try to get a little bit more of the authenticity of the island, especially like I said, go to North Shore just
North
so
Shore.
that you can see some of the the other side of the island. Um, but in Aulani itself, um, it's also doing like wanting to do too much and like rushing it, like wanting to meet like every character, like just like
Mm-hmm.
Disney. It's the same advice that everybody says. Like, don't try to do so much. Try
Mm-hmm.
to like stay
Right.
at the beach, and if you want to like just relax and like just do that. And not have to like
Mm-hmm.
okay, we have to see this character, we have to pack up and like see this
Don't overdo
character.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna be there tomorrow.
Yes. So let's see. We have uh, transportation. James asked us like a while back. It's supposed to be a nightmare. It's a nightmare besides like renting a car or like just getting anywhere.
Well, Hawaii
Traffic's
is
bad.
one of the worst. Yeah. Hawaii
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
always compared, believe it or not, to LA. That's how bad it
Mm-hmm.
is here.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely keep in mind the rush hour times,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the. So because you're on the other side of the island, a lot of people live there because there's a lot of land there. So they
Mm-hmm.
come into work. So don't ever leave Aulani in like at 9 in the morning because you'll be
Mm.
in like an hour and a half traffic. Don't ever do that like in a weekday.
It's like Atlanta.
So yeah, just keep in mind the rush hour
Mm-hmm.
times.
Mm-hmm.
And the weekends are fine. The weekends there's never traffic. It's just really the rush hour times during the weekdays.
That's perfect. That's awesome. Where is the best place to snorkel at the resort? Is there like an opportunity to snorkel? I mean, I'm sure there is, but at Aulani,
Yeah.
do you
So,
know?
so I mean, in the lagoons themselves, there's a few fishies, especially towards the back, closer to the
Mm-hmm.
reef area.
Mm-hmm.
So you can snorkel at the beach itself. But I know Aulani also has an actual reef. In like they created it, and you
I've
can
heard
actually
that. Yes.
pay to
Mm-hmm.
snorkel there. You can
Mm-hmm.
pay a
Ooh.
little bit of money to fit the fish. It's not that much. You can pay a little bit more to actually go snorkel there. So you can do that, or you can bring your own snorkels and snorkel at the pools. Like when I say pools, I mean they're called. It's a beach. They're
Yeah.
called the
Yeah.
Colina pools.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Don't. I
So
do not
for
mean to do
like
that.
not I say equipment, but like beach things. So like in Florida, most places have places where you can like rent beach stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that an option there?
Yeah, I know they do. I think some things are included and some are not. I believe like paddle boards you have to pay,
Mm-hmm.
but I think like the boogie boards you don't. Like things like that. So there's some things that are included and some things that you have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
But they do have them. They have like a
Is
whole hut outside where they have the shave ice, which is like Carla said, you have to get the Mickey shave ice because it's
mm-hmm.
adorable. And then they have the hut to either you can pay for lounge shares, or the lounge shares are free. There's ones that you can pay for. I wouldn't pay for the ones that you pay for because that's just always when it's free, like it's fine. um, but yeah, there are some things that are included, but there's some that you can actually rent. And
So
also, if you have a car, um, less than 5 minutes from there, there's a Target, there's Costco, There's Safeway, which is a grocery store. So since you're usually there for like a week for the DC, you can actually go and get food, get things from Target, snorkels, or whatever if you really want.
Is there grocery delivery like they do at Disney World?
Mm-hmm. I don't know that I don't know because I've never stayed. But I would assume so. Right across the street is a little shopping center. There's a I don't know if there's an ABC store. So in Hawaii we have something called ABC stores. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like a CVS, but they're like literally like there might be 3 of them within a block. It's like a joke. It's funny, but yeah, there's like a little shopping center right across of Aulani, so I'm sure there's some things that you can get there. But I would think that they have delivery because not everybody rents something in a I think so.
Sorry, I'm having to turn my mic on.
Oh no,
because
not
my
ABC liquor.
kids-
No,
yeah, that's what
ABC
I thought too.
store.
I was like, I know what that is.
No,
that's not it.
ABC store is like a CVS store.
Wrong store.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's like a Walgreens. Okay. So this is actually Amanda's question. Is how many days? I think it's a great question. How many days do you recommend? Like, I know people will go there for a while, but how many? What was like an average like day recommendation? I got to turn my mic off because my daughter's trying to go to sleep. So
For Aulani, I mean, I think at a minimum 3 days, I would say would be the minimum. It would be nice to do like 5 days. A week would be like amazing. That's what I would say. 3 days, like you would just be in the resort. 5 days will allow you to maybe go do some things outside the resort, and then 7 definitely will give you everything. So there's across the street. There's a nice restaurant. So if you don't want to eat like the food that you've been eating all the time in Aulani, you can go across. It's called Monkey Pot. It's a really nice restaurant. And there's other little shops there. But yeah, I don't think there was an ABC, so I was trying to remember. But like I said, Target, you can even Uber. There's obviously we have Uber. Target is less than 5 minutes away, or Safeway, which is a grocery store.
So is there a shuttle from the airport to the resort?
Not that I know of. No. And
You
like
have
I
to
said,
pay for Uber.
Yeah, and it's about, like I said, it's about 40 minutes. Yeah.
That's pretty expensive then. Does Disney offer fishing excursions from Aulani?
No, like to go fishing. No, most of the excursions to go fishing happen actually right in front of the Ala Moana Mall. There's a harbor there, and that's where the boats usually go out to sea for fishing, because there's no harbor by Aulani to take boats out. So you do have to come into town to do those excursions.
Let's see here. Amanda said, what local food do you recommend?
Ooh, food. Okay, local food. This may sound weird, but honestly, I love it. Like, I'm just passionate about it. There's something called Loco Moco here. Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay, so it sounds disgusting. I'll admit it, but it's so good. It's a breakfast food, but you can eat it whenever. And it's rice, then usually 2 patties of meat, like beef, like hamburger beef.
Okay.
Then you put eggs, usually over easy. That's how you usually do it. And then you put gravy all over. So it
rice, sounds like a hot brown with rice. Like a Kentucky hot brown with rice.
I don't know what. Really?
Does it go with your big red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet they have big red in Hawaii.
Listen.
So that's called a locomoco. That's like one of my favorites personally. And then if you come to Hawaii, you do have to try a spa musubi. And Aulani has them with Mickey, like Mickey shaped. So a spa musubi is rice, spam, which don't knock it till you actually eat it, because we eat it here a lot. And then, but it's in the shape of Mickey, which is just so adorable. So you have to have spa musubi, locomoco, and obviously a poke bowl. There is also what's it called? The very, very Hawaiian food here. It's obviously kalua pig, and they will serve you all that stuff if you go to the luau there in Aulani. Kalua pig, rice. Yeah.
I'm hungry now. I'm very hungry.
I know.
Listen.
I did have a poke bowl before this. It's so good. It's so fresh. It's delicious.
I'm so jelly. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I'm just a little
But then
jealous.
obviously, of course, so the snacks that you have to have at Aulani, I would say is dole, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
They actually have a mango dole like whip that is delicious there. So I would try both because they're really good. And the Spamusubi Miki shape because it's just amazing. And then the shape ice. So it would be my like 3 snacks that are must there.
Mm. Do the Dole Whips taste different there than they do here?
Technically, no, but in my mind, it does. No, it's really good. Although I do have to say, the Dole plantation sometimes it does taste different, and I can tell. So they have like few machines working, and when they do it, sometimes there's like it's like icy, and I can tell that it's not the creamy version. So I tell the ladies which machine to use for mine. But no, the taste is the same. Yeah, the taste is really the same. It's delicious. I do have to say though, I tried the pineapple Starbucks Paradise drink.
Yeah.
No, that is not a Dole Whip. I'm like, this is. I have to post it. I made a TikTok. I haven't done it. I'm like, I don't know if people forget it's pineapple, but it's not a Dole Whip.
Didn't you try that, Jess?
Me? No, I don't like pineapple. I mean, I like pineapple stuff. I just don't. I don't know. I'm very picky. Like it has to be.
Yeah.
Like, I love me some grilled pineapple. It's one of my favorite things is grilled
chicken
pineapple.
And grilled pineapple with barbecue sauce. Oh.
So good, so good. But I'm very picky about my pineapple drinks. Like I want it to be,
a Dole Whip.
Yeah, basically.
Carl asked if there's farmers markets. So yes, there are, but in town. So nothing around. So Aulani you have to know, Aulani is like at the end of the island. So you have to come closer to in town. But actually, like 2 blocks from where I live, they do a farmers market every Saturday morning. And that's like the most known because it's closer to Waikiki. So people even that are staying in Waikiki can come and they have a ton of food, fresh fruit and stuff like that. And it's good. It's called Kaka'aku Farmers Market.
Nice.
So I know that like in Disney parks here and like other countries, they celebrate the holidays, pretty much every holiday big. How do they celebrate holidays at Aulani? So
Aulani fireworks kicks everybody else's butt.
Really?
Like we're watching the fireworks. One time I was in 4th of July. We're watching the fireworks that they did in Waikiki. But in the background, because from Waikiki you can't see like Aulani. You can't see it, but you know where it is. But the fireworks were so beautiful that like I was completely ignoring the fireworks in front of me and like just watching the ones from the back. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
They really do it. They haven't been doing anything since COVID. So it's changed a little bit. Yeah.
Well, hopefully.
But yeah, their fireworks are like amazing, especially for 4th of July.
Do they decorate for like Halloween and Christmas? Or do they stick more to the...
Yeah, they didn't decorate for Halloween. They decorate for Christmas. Because I was there actually for Halloween because I realized I don't have any Halloween outfits other than Disney. So I decided to go to Aulani that day. Nice. But they do have merch. They have they have shirts and stuff like that. But they do decorate for Christmas, which is, in Christmas in Hawaii, we say Melikaliki Maka. And it's very tastefully done. And it just looks really, really pretty.
I would love to see Christmas in Hawaii because like you said, I feel like it's different. Like it's very, like you said,
is it decorated like a traditional Christmas or is it decorated like Hawaiian, like flowers, floral, like tropical?
Yeah, it is more like Hawaiian. So they have like the wreath, but they have like kind of think of the Polynesian, like they have decorated with like Hawaiian flowers and things like that. They have like a ukulele and things like that. So they try to make it a little more fun, tropical like that. Less red and green, more still island like.
Multicolor, yes. Oh my gosh, I could definitely. Scott asked how far the airport. Sorry. Scott asked how far the airport is from Aulani.
Yeah, from Aulani, I would say 30. From the airport, 35 minutes.
35 minutes. Okay. Not
Yeah.
bad. No, that's not
Yeah.
bad. What were you saying, Heather? I'm sorry.
Without traffic.
Without traffic, right.
Carla said that thrifting and farmers markets are her thing. Thrifting is definitely my thing.
She is a thrift queen. Mm-hmm. That sounds so pretty. I know it sounds gorgeous. Did we get through all the questions already?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Does anybody else have any questions for our beautiful guest here, Miss Di? I'm so excited. I want to have you back on soon. I would like to talk
Next
to you
time,
about.
honestly, let's do it in Aluani.
Yes.
Because we were maybe going to do this in Aluani or not, but I'm glad that we did this one here to get everything like in the ground. Mm-hmm. And next time, you guys tell me like after since I told you some of the things, like if you want to see, okay, let's do. I'll go to the shops and then I'll walk to the beach and then I'll go to the pool.
We'll just do a walk and talk and we'll ask and do that. That'd be perfect. We'll do more of a like an open question kind of talk thing at the end instead of something so structured. That would be so much fun. Plus, low key, I'm really excited. I just want to see it. Like, because that's the thing. Like, you see people, live and do lives and stuff like that all the time in Disney and Disney World. I'd love to see a live at Aluani. I think that'd be so much fun to see it.
The best place to non-tourist traps.
Oh, yes.
Talk to people that live here. I would say like that's the number one thing, especially like for restaurants. That's a big because a lot of the restaurants that you see in Waikiki are like the very touristy restaurants. But when you talk to locals that have lived here, they can tell you, which ones are the ones that are actually. It could be a touristy one, but it's a good one that has good food and good drinks. Or ones that are not technically in the touristy area, but are like must do. So that would be like my number one thing.
I'm definitely going to have to get together with you, either me or Heather, about writing some blogs and stuff about this, because this is definitely information people would like to have and know. And I think that they're, to be able to present that, to give that to people within like our Facebook group and then other places as well. I'm so excited.
Come over.
Is the military base close to Aluani?
So there's many military bases here. That's the thing. There is one close to Pearl Harbor, and like I said, Pearl Harbor and Aluani is maybe like 20 minutes. There's one up the H2. So we have highways here in Hawaii, believe it or not, but you don't pay tolls or anything. But so we have the H1. The H2, the H3, and the H201. Yeah, it's funny.
I would get lost.
And when people explain things to here, and I had to get used to that because I lived in New Jersey where we have like highways everywhere, right? And everything's like, where do you live? And exit whatever. Here, I told the first person when I lived, I live off exit 25 on the H1. They're like, what? Like they don't talk like that here. They're okay, you turn left at the at the ABC store, and then it's like there's no. That's
how we talk here in Tennessee.
That's some Tennessee, Kentucky directions there.
Yes, exactly. You want to take a left over there at that red barn, and you just keep on going down till you see the dirt road, and then just keep on going. Don't worry about the banjos; it's fine.
Exactly. Yeah. But there's another base up there, and that one is maybe like 35 minutes from Aluani. So, and there's another one. There's a lot of military bases here.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
God, yes. Oh, yeah. Show us the view. Show us the view.
I'll show you the view.
Let's see. Listen, y'all. Her view.
Can I turn this around?
I think so. You should be able to in the multi-guest somewhere, I think. Oh, go to multi-guest and you'll see your name.
Yes. Oh, I see me. Yeah.
Perfect.
They do it.
Oh, your house is so cute. Yeah, it's turned around.
Let me clean it.
Also, the next time we have you on, I would like a closet tour.
I know. So I'm showing you this because I'm moving. So I'm going to miss this beautiful view. But here, I'll show you. Aluani is right over there. So yeah, it's really nice. And then that's downtown.
That's so pretty.
That's downtown. And this is where all the
cruise ships,
the boats come.
Oh yeah, her view.
But yeah, they're pretty.
I would never have my blinds down ever.
Well, we don't. We put them. Yeah, we have them there, and they've never closed. We lived here for a year, and they've just always stay there.
Scott's
And
like,
yeah, like little
Whenever.
touches. We have like little touches of like
oh,
Disney in our this. We got this in
oh,
Aluani. This is
oh
from
my goodness,
Aluani.
those are so cute. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I
So
love it. So
yeah.
gorgeous. I love it. It's
Let me
beautiful.
see.
Girl, all that natural Latin though. I love
Uh,
it.
sorry, I can't.
You're fine.
There we go.
There we go. Oh,
Okay.
so cute. Oh, they have the pillow poly. Awesome. See now, I listen. I'm just gonna have to go visit. Me and Heather and Amanda are just gonna make a trip to go visit them. That's so
I'm not
I
visiting. I'm gonna tell Billy right now, like, orders now.
right. Mm-hmm.
What's that TikTok with the credit card?
Right. Exactly. Sold. Yes. Let's go. Yeah.
I
And
know.
just like I'm game. Like listen. I'm in.
Lego.
Y'all make sure you go follow Di if you are not following her on TikTok. She is absolutely wonderful. Not only does she do wonderful Disney content, she is just so everything. Everything she does is beautiful and sweet and kind. I literally listen. This girl has made me emotional several times. Okay,
She is like Hawaiian sunshine on the
she
stream.
is.
Like,
Oh my goodness. Oh, and hey, Dot, we love the photo of you with the butterfly wings. We fell in love with.
I was crying so much when I saw that he was gone this trip. They took them away, so I'm so
Oh my
happy.
goodness.
Yeah, I
I
took
love that
so many. I
picture.
have so many of those. I have
Oh, that's
like tons of those.
We're a
Yeah.
little biased. We're a little biased because of the butterfly, but we definitely use that picture
That's
because
true.
it was so
Yeah.
cute. We were like, oh my
They
gosh,
had
this
them-
is so
They
cute.
had them 2 years ago at the Disney in front of Living with the Land, like Soaring. Yeah, because they.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why they took them away. They were gorgeous. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I'll start winding down here and I'll close everything
You're
out.
welcome. That's
Yes,
funny.
thank you guys, and we will. I'll get together with you, Di, and we'll schedule another one here shortly. And that's it, y'all. And I'm gonna play some music and kind of like get it, exit out, and then we will
Thank
schedule
you
something for
guys.
next time.
This was
Yes,
fun.
thank you so much. It was fun. Bye, y'all.
bye.
Aloha.